Ikram Aliskerov needed just a couple of minutes to make a resounding statement in the UFC.
Arm isolated. Oh.
He has collected all the titles in combat sambo, and now intends to snatch the ultimate trophy in MMA.
There was an attempt at the outside single.
Ahead of him is a clash with the 5th-ranked Paulo Costa. So it's time to recall the journey of the Dagestani phenom, who is already considered the new threat in the middleweight division.
I've called a lot of Aliskerov's fights.
Looks like it's set. He's going to break.
He had guard. His shot here.
Oh!
On the ground.
Ikram grew up in a small mountain village in the south of Dagestan. His parents enrolled him in judo and sambo classes in 5th grade, and the kid never stopped ever since. Wearing a jacket, Ikram would go on to win all prestigious tournaments, including the European Championship and the Combat Sambo World Cup. Having conquered every mountain in amateur sports, he was all set to take the world of mixed martial arts by storm. The newcomer came under the mentorship of Emir Agaev, the guy who still haunts Conor McGregor. Through his coach, Ikram joined a Bahraini gym and secured a contract with the local promotion Brave, which attracts young prospects from all over the world. Joining the ranks of the 185-pound division in his debut in the spring of 2017.
And here we go.
Aliskerov snapped a jab and added a low kick. Frustrated with the state of affairs, the opponent decided to change levels and dived right into a guillotine.
Right there, Nate. It looks like he has that on there pretty strong.
Once the Dagestani tightened the grip, capitulation was not long in coming.
And he is yanking back, and there's a tap.
I didn't practice that move for the fight, but once I caught his neck, I finished the job. Half a year later, Ikram got back to business against the former champion of the largest African promotion, EFC, Jeremy Smith. Aliskerov kept the fight honest with his lead hand.
Right above the nose.
And didn't forget to throw legs either.
Oh, that was a punch to the eye. That's a huge hit there.
Smith attempted to close the distance and just managed to reach the knee.
Ooh, good knee. Huge shot.
The Sambo master didn't let the wounded prey off the hook.
Just is waiting for that. There it is, that huge overright.
Taking a lively start, Ikram faced the unbeaten Chad Hanekom.
Telecommunications provider.
The South African got going with painful calf kicks.
It's actually a very significant part of this entire...
Aliskerov found the antidote only towards the end of the round.
So far that landed, that's the 7th. You can see
in the next stretch, the Dagestani landed an explosive flurry.
Oh, what a beautiful combination!
And scored a takedown.
In a fight like this could cinch the round.
Securing a hard-earned victory.
And we will go to a decision, just like...
With 3 consecutive wins in the league, in the summer of 2018, he welcomed another undefeated newcomer, Joey Birkenbosch. After unloading a barrage of hooks, Ikram paid a visit to the liver. The Dutchman got lit up so bad he tried to throw the Sambo world champion. Aliskerov rained down strikes from top position. And, guided by a renowned expert in punching from behind, sealed the deal. In his 5th outing under the Brave banner, Ikram encountered a jiu-jitsu black belt, Geraldo Neto. Aliskerov did some good work in the clinch.
Another big knees in the clinch here, but Geraldo's still alive and attacking the body.
And caught the irritated Brazilian coming in.
Timing, he's hitting his opponent. Yeah! Just like that!
Unwilling to leave it to the judges, the Dagestani continued to pursue the finish.
The side coming through, and he's loaded up on them now. Really strong punches. Ikram really put an exclamation point on it with a flying knee. Here we go. Oh, wow.
In the 3rd round, he completely dismantled the jiu-jitsu practitioner.
It's not a touch. It hurts, and then he puts that right hand right there. Geraldo's not moving too much anymore. Great double.
And sent him to the scrapyard.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, this could be the end.
Referee's taking a long look at it. Strike after strike, referee. It's over.
One more proof of Khabib's theory.
Ikram Aliskerov!
I believe I've proven that combat sambo is better than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Boasting an 8-0 record, in the winter of 2019, Ikram found himself facing off against Khamzat Chimaev. The Chechen Viking had been fighting professionally for less than a year, yet had already collected an impressive pile of scalps. The contest took place at a catch weight of 180 pounds in the capital of Jordan, where despite not being the main event, it was considered the most anticipated clash of the evening.
Has got to go, gentlemen. This is going
In a chaotic start, Khamzat managed to sneak in a jab.
to throw fire at each other.
After a flash knockdown, he promptly switched to wrestling.
Popped back up to his feet, but that was a big shot landed by Khamzat.
But for the first time in his career, failed to secure a single takedown.
Maybe after working back, but beautiful work by Aliskerov not to allow it.
Weathering the furious onslaught, Aliskerov applied some pressure and launched a high kick.
Changing stances from
He'd just begun seizing the initiative, but unfortunately ran into an uppercut.
Knee finish!
As later revealed, Ikram had to cut about 40 pounds in a short period of time, which had a detrimental effect on his performance. However, Aliskerov made no excuses and took the loss graciously. Meanwhile, Chimaev, who is now in the UFC, admits that Ikram was the toughest foe he had ever faced. Eager to get back on the winning track, towards the end of the year, the Dagestani warrior once again stepped onto the forefront. Standing opposite him was Diego Gonzalez, a seasoned veteran with over 30 bouts under his belt.
Carol taking on the veteran.
The sambo specialist immediately unleashed the entire arsenal. Jab,
Moving in behind
a
the tight-
step-in knee,
Seeing the distance well. Beautiful step in.
right cross,
He's stopped by that exquisite
high kick,
Gonzalez. Head kick.
and even a jumping switch knee.
Aliskerov is opening his range perfectly.
Huge knee from Aliskerov.
Halfway through the round, Diego got clocked and dropped.
Was an attempt at the outside single, but he got pieced up for his...
Aliskerov looked to Decky Larkin as if to say, do you want me to follow up? And
After some groundwork, Ikram stood back up and narrowly avoided a counter.
Another flying knee.
Gonzalez's decision to seek safety in wrestling proved unsuccessful.
Diego Gonzalez has taken a lot of damage.
Not once, but twice.
His shot here.
Oh, beautiful
Get a
head
takedown
kick.
and put himself on the
Oh,
ground. It's
knee
over.
finish.
And the referee's patience reached its limit.
Any singular aspect of this
And
fight.
it's over.
And that was
Decky
Decky
Larkin.
Larkin. The fight was going to continue very much in the scene, smiling the entire way.
Coming back from a devastating defeat, Ikram showcased the best performance of his career. Finally putting the loss behind him, he faced Denis Tuliulin, another current UFC athlete who entered the duel on a roll of 3 finishes.
Продолжает доминировать, несмотря на то, что удары приходятся. That's it.
Oh, we got clip.
Combat Kingdom 1 is on.
Disappointed with the work of the local janitor, Aliskerov decided to clean the floor to a shine.
Proving to be adept at standing back up, but thus far he has not been able to get off the fence and separate.
Oh, but again, big takedown from Aliskerov. Dennis trying to find that. Oh, big takedown again. All guys he's beaten, so that shows you the degree of quality.
Having finished the sanitation procedures, the sambo master swiftly transitioned to a kimura.
Looks like it's set. He's going to break. Oh, that's the tap! Ikram Aliskerov.
With regained momentum, Ikram was eager to throw down. Miro Jurkovic boasted a record of 11-3 and had previously reigned as the champion of Serbia's premier organization, SBC. Aliskerov charged in with a combination
Ikram's knee counter to a punch, absolutely incredible technique.
and soared with a knee.
Redness on his opponent's body.
Oh, big fly.
Wasting no time, he took the action to the mat, transitioning to his usual routine,
looks for the throat.
Into the mount position or three-quarter mount. Now it's a full back take and big strikes.
On exactly how you're supposed to strike when you're on the ground.
Jurkovic attempted to put up some resistance,
Hero owes us nothing right
but
now.
resembled little more than a training dummy.
Where the blood goes into the lungs, but right now the amount of blood he shed will be just fine.
Ikram Aliskerov trying to dig in for another Kimura.
Half Nelson to that key lock and
Step over the head.
It's close, it's over.
That is beautiful.
Another masterfully executed Kimura resulted in Ikram's third consecutive finish. Having made a name for himself in the East, Ikram decided to venture westward. Intent on reaching the ultimate proving ground, he embarked on a journey overseas by joining Khabib's promotion. At the Eagle FC event, the Dagestani prospect clashed against the experienced Nashawn Burrell, who had successfully rejuvenated his career a year prior.
Burrell right now, and that's why he's backing up.
Aliskerov boxed his way in.
Beautiful.
And went airborne.
I've called a lot of Aliskerov's fights, and now where he's added this striking component, he has become relatively...
He tried to seal the deal the traditional way.
And he's got the arm!
Burrell became the first to escape Ikram's Kimura.
Oh my goodness, Burrell continues!
Nevertheless, the sambo specialist was in the driver's seat all 3 rounds and celebrated a unanimous decision victory.
Ikram Aliskerov!
Recognizing Ikram's potential like no other, Khabib immediately reached out to the UFC brass, hoping to secure a spot in the Premier League for his compatriot. Eventually, Aliskerov got the chance to shine on Dana White's Contender Series, where he faced the young prospect Mario Souza. The Dagestani landed a hook at the outset.
Put a jab. Oh, nice right hand.
And initiated the quest for a takedown.
But he pays it and that's
big right on the finish there.
The Brazilian managed to thwart the initial attempt.
Oh, that's what he's got to really avoid. Nice defense.
But fate had its way regardless.
Takes another underhook, but now Aliskerov's a little bit deeper. He's got his hands locked.
And he's got
Takes him for a big ride.
15 seconds later, the fans witnessed another Aliskerov special.
Arm isolated. Jab quickly after it goes.
Dana White was impressed.
I think the only Kimura,
first and only,
and one of the grossest Kimuras I've ever seen. So, yeah, welcome to the UFC.
Ikram Aliskerov, congratulations.
Joining the Ultimate Promotions ranks, Ikram debuted in the spring of 2023. Based on his previous performance, matchmakers promptly set him up against the reckless brawler, Phil Hawes.
Like you were saying, DC, get longer. After another couple of strikes. Oh my God. That's going to show this, right? What do you, he stumbles. Oh my God. The Ultimate Fighter Gym back in 2017. Big right.
I'm in training camp, and he lost that fight by knockout. Now he trains by...
Adhering to the fundamentals, Aliskerov calibrated the jab.
Oh my God. 7 in a row going into that Chris Curtis fight.
Hawes didn't bother setting up strikes, launching full power shots from the word go.
Oh, that right hand. He hurt him with that right hand. Kick to the body.
So many great wrestlers turned MMA fighters.
Standing strong under the enemy's fire, the Dagestani rushed in to retaliate.
He was a bit... He was a bit safe.
And synchronized the commentary chorus.
Now, and Aliskerov just hurt him.
A perfectly placed 1-2 hit the target, crumbling the adversary in slow motion. Stepping into the octagon for the first time, Aliskerov immediately gained the trust of the promotion's bosses. Now, the Dagestani talent awaits a bout with the 5th-ranked contender, ready to enter the title race. There is also a possible high-profile rematch with Chimaev, akin to the Pereira Adesanya situation. In any case, we're all thrilled to see how far this sambo savant can go in the UFC.
He's going to break.
Will be just fine.
I've called a lot of Aliskerov.
Hands locked. Takes him for a big ride.
Isolated.
If you enjoyed the video and want to see more high-level prospects, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.
There was that attempt at the outside single.
Oh!